meantime, talk about the Indian diplomatic masterclass, however, that continues to deliver positive results even as the war in the Middle East escalates to new levels. For New Delhi, energy security is synonymous with national security. And what we are looking at, Aqua Titan, a vessel that was carrying Russian crude oil, yesterday arrived in India. A total of 5 vessels carrying LPG and crude oil have arrived at different ports in the last 1 week, and 2 of them arrived in India yesterday. Now, this Russian vessel is carrying around 1.1 lakh tons of oil, which is being offloaded at Mangaluru coast. Now, notably, the Russian oil tanker was headed to China, but it reversed the course in the South China Sea, designating India as its new destination. As far as this ground report is concerned, take a look exactly when it comes to India's energy needs, how they are being fulfilled.
For any journalist on ground, there can be no bigger joy than reaching the spot of where the action is. And on Times Now, action begins here. Well, today, my video journalist Dilip Kumar and I, Neha Hebale, had the opportunity of going up close to the Russian vessel Aqua Titan that had arrived all the way carrying crude oil now essential for India during the time of the West Asian crisis. Now remember, while Aqua Titan was one such vessel, reports suggest that there are at least another 7 vessels that have in fact turned mid-sea towards the Indian coast. While diplomatically, of course, this happens to be a huge win for the country, the larger picture, of course, here establishing that global energy flows have now shifted. Many countries continue to struggle to get access to basics like crude oil, and at a time like that, India has managed that. While we travelled on a fisherman's boat to be able to get you the latest on the operations of the Russian vessel, stay tuned and watch all our ground reports, because Times Now was one of the only channels on ground mid-sea, bringing you all the latest. Just off the coast of Mangalore, we're here at the SPM, or the single mooring point of the MRPL, where Russian vessel Aqua Titan, in fact, has made its way here to the port. What, of course, you'd be able to see is it's not just about the crude oil that's being brought in right now from Russia at, of course, nominal prices, but the fact that this is a massive diplomatic win now for the country. Remember, this vessel that you see that's carrying crude oil that would, of course, be transported from the MRPL's pipeline further to the facility and in turn, of course, to the country, is something that now, of course, goes on to mark the kind of significance that this has. Largely, while, of course, this particular tanker here in concern that we're looking at was on its way to China. Remember, it was, in fact, diverted and now brought towards the Mangalore coast. What we also, of course, gather at this point in time is that vessels of the NMPT, of course, that have been brought in here, that are acting as the tug vessels now, in turn, would be ensuring that this entire operation is completed. And largely, of course, given the West Asian crisis at this point, this becomes even more significant, as this would help to stabilize prices across the country, largely fuel prices. More importantly, this is, of course, while one of the vessels that has come in from Russia, we're also gathering that there are likely to be more vessels that are coming in. Times Now, of course, has been on ground from the start, and we would continue to bring you the latest as we've come this up close to this vessel. We continue to bring you the latest on what, of course, this vessel would essentially mean, largely diplomatically, of course, and more importantly, to bring down the fuel prices at a time when most countries still are struggling to be able to manage how to figure out and what essentially they would do during the West Asian crisis that's been impacting all. Times Now has reached ground zero, quite literally. We're here mid-sea, about 80 nautical miles off the coast of Mangalore, where Russian vessel Aqua Titan has in fact made its way here. We're bringing you visuals, of course, of the Russian vessel. This is carrying about 1 lakh ton of crude oil, but remember that, diplomatically, this is a massive win now for the country, because at a time when many countries are struggling to, of course, source basic resources like oil, given the West Asian crisis, India has managed to do that. Now, this crude oil that's coming here from Russia, remember, the vessel was initially on its way towards China, and after diplomatic talks, it was later diverted towards India. What we also gather at this point is that this particular facility of the MRPL here would be receiving the crude oil from the Russian vessel through pipelines that have been laid undersea, and further, once this is of course transported towards the MRPL facility, in turn that would then be sent out to various parts of the country depending on the need. Why this is so crucial is, like we mentioned earlier, at a time like this, of course, even for about 1 lakh tons of crude oil to in fact be brought in here back to the country, in fact, towards India, would help ease the entire crisis that the country is facing. We're seeing the kind of, price rise, how this is impacting people largely on a day-to-day basis. And at a time like this, we're hopeful that the diplomatic talks, of course, would continue. And, of course, that more vessels carrying LPG as well, one vessel that's reached the Mangalore coast, in fact, also at the same time, this other vessel of crude oil as well that's been brought in now from Russia is going to largely ease the common man's pocket. With video journalist Dilip, Mid-Sea, this is Neha Bale for Times Now. For all our viewers on Times Now, we've always promised to keep you up to speed with the latest. I'm Neha Bale, a senior correspondent with the channel, and today I had the opportunity of travelling with my video journalist Dilip mid-sea to cover the arrival of the Russian crude oil vessel Aqua Titan that made its way, remember, from the port headed towards Rizhao, towards China, has done a mid-sea turn all the way towards the Indian coast, carrying more than 1.1 lakh ton of crude oil. While the larger implication is something that we'd give you a sneak peek of through our ground reports, this being a personal account, of course, of how every reporter really wants to be on ground to cover the latest, to get all the action. And on Times Now, the action begins here. Stay tuned as we bring you our ground reports of Aqua Titan and how we've gotten up close with the vessel mid-sea. Times Now has travelled on a coast of Mangalore. And why, you ask? Well, Russian vessel, in fact, Russian crude oil tanker Aqua Titan has just arrived here. And remember, this is a massive diplomatic win now for the country, given that at a time when many countries are still struggling to get access to basics like, of course, crude oil and other essentials, India as a country has managed that. Remember, this vessel that you see, this massive vessel that's carrying about 1 lakh ton of crude oil behind us, was on its way to China. But after the talks, it was diverted, and now it's made its way here to the MRPL facility, mid-sea, in the middle, of course, of the Arabian Sea here. What's essential now is to note that the significance of this entire operation that's being carried out here by the MRPL and the NMPT is such that now, once the pipelines, of course, of the MRPL have been activated, once the crude oil is taken off of the Russian vessel and into the MRPL facility in turn through the pipelines, largely, once this oil, of course, reaches across the country, this is going to ease the common man's pocket to a point, of course, that we'd only be able to understand once it's actually done. Remember, even for the country, of course, to be able to manage this much oil right now, given the West Asian crisis and what's happening in the Middle East, is, of course, a big win. And, of course, we're hopeful, and what we pick up from the NMPT also is that another LPG vessel too has reached the coast of Mangalore at the same time. And this largely, of course, efforts now of the government paying off here. Hopefully, the common man's burden being taken off.
As this war continues to disrupt global energy flows, India's response is now visible on the water. LPG carrier Shivalik and Nanda Devi have reached India, and clearly the energy supplies when it comes to LPG as of now seems uninterrupted. Jaglatki is carrying crude and it is also bound for India, and Aqua Titan arrived at Mangalore after a mid-sea diversion, and it was a dramatic diversion because it was originally bound for China and it reached India. This is not just about series of ship arrivals. This is about India securing its energy needs in real time. So from Hormuz to Indian ports, our supply lines are holding, refineries are running, and the message is loud and clear. For India, energy security is national security. I am Mohit Bhatt. My colleague Neha Bale got you exclusive report from Mangalore. As we sign off this special broadcast, keep watching Times Now, where we don't just track the story, we report from the front line.
And we report from the ground as well, because despite the tense situation, 3 Indian-flagged vessels that have successfully navigated through the Strait of Hormuz route, all of them arrived safely as a direct outcome that has now been seen of India's diplomatic engagements with Tehran. The first that was arrived was LPG carrier Shivalik, which docked at the Mundra port of Gujarat on the 16th of March, carrying nearly 40,000 metric tons of LPG. It was followed a day later with the LPG carrier Nanda Devi, which arrived at the Vadnar port in Gujarat's Jamnagar. And then it was also carrying over 46,000 metric tons of LPG. The third vessel, crude oil tanker Jug Larki, that arrived at the Mundra port on the 18th of March, carrying approximately 80,000 metric tons of crude oil. But India is not just securing its energy needs from the Middle East. The 2 vessels that arrived recently are from the non-Gulf sources. That also underscores India's diversification as far as its plan is concerned, because Aqua Titan has come from Russia. Originally, it was bound for China. Later, it was rerouted mid-sea, and it reached Indian shores in Bangalore, where it is, carrying around 1.1 lakh tons of crude oil. Additionally, there is another ship, Pyxis Pioneer, which is now carrying LPG from the United States, also reaching Bangalore. Now it is being carrying over 16,000 tons of LPG. Meanwhile, as per reports, 22 more India-bound vessels that still remain stranded in the Persian Gulf, 2 more LPG vessels, Pine Gas and Jag Basant, are expected to reach India in the coming days. Well, this has been the diplomatic maneuvers showing how New Delhi is securing outcomes and has been achieving the impossible even in the middle of war. Now, days after Shivalik and Nanda Devi, 2 Indian-flagged LPG tankers were safely navigated through the conflict-ridden Strait of Hormuz, over 92,000 LPG, metric tons of LPG that they brought to India, supported by the Indian Navy. Then these vessels, Shivalik and Nanda Devi, delivered critical fuel supply to Gujarat ports amid global tensions. Let's connect with Mohit on this. Mohit, this seems to be the diversification, the diplomacy that seems to be at play. However, what are we looking at in the coming days? What about the stranded Indian vessels? One by one, will they also make their way back home?
Well, Amita, you see the situation all across the world is alarming, and India, as you rightly pointed out, is trying to diversify their imports of energy. We know for a fact that Aqua Titan has reached Mangalore port yesterday, and as we speak now, when it comes to the stranded Indian vessels, 22 Indian-flagged vessels are stuck in Strait of Hormuz. It's been around 10 to 12 days that these vessels are stuck over there. On daily basis, we get update from the ministry, from the interministerial group that is being formed to look into the situation. So again, a press briefing would be there, so we'll surely be getting to know that whether there has been any movement or not. Given the fact, Amita, why these 22 vessels are important, because many of them carry LPG, many of them carry crude oil and chemicals. Now, yesterday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired CCS meeting, and various other ministers who are usually not part of the CCS were part of this particular meeting, given the fact that this particular issue pertains to various ministries, and hence all the ministers were present over there, and Prime Minister clearly stated that there should be no disruption back home. The rights of citizens should be safeguarded, and also when it comes to the logistical issues or the distribution of the energy sources.
So short, medium and long-term decisions and their solutions is something that has been undertaken and widely discussed as far as the ministries and the relevant, ministers as well who were present in the CCS, with Mohit is talking about. And we're expecting, when it comes to the stranded Indian ships in the Persian Gulf, one by one, including with the seafarers, will be brought back home safely. Mohit, thank you for that update. Back after a short break.